Okay, so for this deep dive, we are tackling a product that has been, it's just been all over everyone's social feeds lately.
Oh, I know the one. The Luggage Travel Bag 2.0.
That's it. The carry-on duffel roller that promises this super premium upgrade so you can finally skip checking a bag.
Right.
So what we've done is dig through a ton of consumer reviews, specifically looking at a video that pulls together hundreds of real user experiences.
Yep.
And our mission here is to see if this bag actually delivers on that, high-end promise of consistent quality.
Exactly. We're getting past the slick marketing to see what people are actually saying. The sources really show these patterns in quality and, maybe more importantly, what happens with the company when things go wrong.
Let's start with the marketing, because the videos are, well, they're phenomenal. They show this bag rolling so smoothly, it looks incredibly sleek.
And it looks like it holds a ton of stuff.
A ton. It really
Right.
does look like the perfect travel solution.
And to be clear, the bag is real. This isn't one of those scams where you just pay and get absolutely nothing.
Okay, so it does show up.
It shows up. But the quality, the consistency of what actually arrives at your door is genuinely hit or miss.
So it's not vaporware, but it sounds like a real roll of the dice. Like they have one version for the ads and another for everyone else.
That is precisely the feeling our sources give off. I mean, some people totally luck out. They say the bag's stylish, roomy, and it's fine for a short trip.
A win for them.
A total win. We even saw this one story where a reviewer got a faulty bag, but Lekinex sent a replacement that was, like, perfect. Looked just like the one in the ad.
But I'm guessing that's not the common experience?
No, not at all. That's the exception. The core problem, the thing we saw over and over, is people saying the bag they got looked nothing like the ad.
And what does that mean exactly?
We're talking thinner materials, much weaker stitching, and zippers that felt so flimsy, like they'd break after one use. One reviewer just flat out called it a cheap knockoff and said they would not trust it for actual air travel. That's pretty harsh for a bag marketing itself as a premium product.
It is. And that huge gap between what's promised and what's delivered, that seems to shift things.
It absolutely does. It goes from being just a quality control issue to what we'd call a transaction risk.
Transaction risk. That sounds serious. Are we talking about people just losing their money?
More like losing their time and patience.
Yeah.
When people try to send that cheap knockoff back, that's where the real struggle begins.
The dreaded return process.
Exactly. The reviews consistently say returns are slow, they're really discouraged, or they're so expensive it's not even worth it.
So what does the company do?
They often try to offer, like, a small partial refund just to make you go away, instead of accepting a full return. And getting a response from customer service is slow.
So it feels less like a mistake and more like a business strategy.
It certainly points to a systemic problem. And if you connect that to the company itself, a huge warning flag goes up.
How so?
Lickxes.com has a pretty low trust rating on sites like Scam Advisor. This suggests the bad product quality isn't just an accident. It's a sign that the company's whole operation might be shaky.
So wrapping this all up, what's the key takeaway for someone listening?
I think the real issue here isn't that the bag is fake. It's the consistent failure to match that premium look they advertise, combined with a really frustrating high-risk return process.
Right. So the lesson from all these users seems to be stop just looking at how cool the product looks in the ad
Yes.
and start looking into the company behind it. If the return policy seems designed to make you give up, you should probably assume the product quality will be just as frustrating.
That's it. Exactly.
Which brings us to our final thought. If you're still considering buying one, and hey, those ads are persuasive, just be really smart about the transaction itself. Use a secure payment method like a credit card or PayPal.
So you have a way to fight back.
Precisely. That way you have the option to dispute the whole purchase if, or maybe when, that inconsistent quality shows up on your doorstep. Something to chew on before your next trip.